Happy Thursday, Pipers. Come on in. Let's get our workbook done so that we can have some taste testing fun. All right, let's see what page we're on now. We're going to take a look at that Fundations page with all the small little lines. And I wrote Pied Piper on there on Wednesday. I think today I'm going to write my favorite food. Remember, writing is writing. And if you're getting bored writing your name so many times, write something else. Today, it's my favorite food. I bet you know what it is. I under the airplane. C, under the airplane to the grass. Ooh, that E is so hard. Start between, go touch that airplane and down to the grass. Another C. R underneath, another E. An A and an M. What is that word? Ice cream, Kathy's favorite food. You can put your favorite food on too. All right, our next page has us doing things in 1, 2, 3 order. First, next, and last. So look at the pictures. A girl giving a present to a boy. Ooh, the boy opens it and gets a basketball, and the girl wrapping the present. What would happen first? If you said wrap the present, you are correct. Give the present and then they open the present. Take a look down here. This one's a little harder. It looks like this person is leaving the ride, buying a ticket with their money and on the ride. What would go first? If you said buying the ticket, going on the ride, and then leaving the ride. They're not coming towards the ride, they are leaving. You would be correct. Good job. Take your time. Put me on pause. You know where that pause button is, so that you can do a nice job writing in those numbers. All right, these children look like they're at a carnival. We're going to draw a line to each one of our senses to the child who's using that sense the most. We found out that sometimes you'll be using 3 or 4 senses at one time. So we're going to have to look at the one that's using it the most. This person's eating pie, so they're using their, you got it, taste. This person's touching a horse, so they're using their touch. This person's listening to music, so they're using their hearing. She's reading a book. She's using her sight. And this person's smelling a flower, and the only one left is that nose. If you don't need my help to finish the page, turn me off, finish the page, and then come back and see if your page is correct. Now, these are the words that go with the 5 senses. Smell. You use your nose. I, long I, sight. You use your eyes. To A, long A, because of that E at the end. To aste. Use your mouth. Hearing. Use your ears. And touch. Good job drawing those lines. Take your time. Make your paper look like mine. Mighty fine. Then move on to our patterns. We're going to write what shape comes next. Rectangle, circle, rectangle, circle, rectangle. If you said circle, you're correct. Draw a circle on that line. Square, triangle, star. Square, triangle. The star is a hard one to make. I like to make 5 points because we know the star, most stars have 5 points. Then you go in towards the center and out. In towards the center, out. In and out. In and out, in and out, and you get that 5-pointed star. The last one's triangle, square, square, triangle, square, and you're going to put a square at the end. That's not fair. You got to use a square. The next page is all about those 4 seasons we have. Winter, wind, sun, and rain. So look at the snowflakes, and they would go where? To the snowman. Now, if you're not sure what the wind is, well, we did go fly a kite in the wind, so that's pretty simple. The sun to the beach, and the rain with the umbrella. Good job with the 4 seasons. Take your time and draw those lines. Put me on pause. Come on back when you're done. Where do animals live? Take a look at the frog, the deer, the porpoise, and the armadillo. Let's see where they would live. Again, if you're not sure where this creature lives, we might not have talked about that one. You can figure it out by process of elimination. This looks like a little body of water, and that looks like the ocean. So we know the dolphin would be in the ocean, or the porpoise. The frog would be in the pond. So now we just have process of elimination for the deer and the armadillo. See if you can figure it out. Put me on pause. When you come back, see if you match my page. Good job. The next page is lots of fun, a little trickier, I think, because we're going to put an X under each one of these senses that you would use for the pizza. So we know pizza tastes delicious, right? So we're going to use our tongue. So you're going to put a check there, but you still use other senses when you're eating pizza. You can't hear it, no, but you can see it. You can see whether it's pepperoni or is it mushroom. You can feel it. The crust feels hard, the sauce might be hot, and you definitely can smell it. So some of our objects, we might only use one of the senses. Sometimes two, sometimes three, maybe there's one that uses all four. Let's find out. Most teddy bears do not make a noise, but you have to see it. I don't think you're going to taste your teddy bear, but you're going to feel it. It feels nice and soft. And I don't think your teddy bear should have a smell. So here we're only using two of our senses. Finish rainbow, drum, and flower. Put me on pause and come on back, and I will fill them in for you. All right, take a look. Rainbow was the only one where you would only use one sense, your eyes. You can't hear it. Doesn't make any noise. Don't taste the rainbow. You can't touch it, and it doesn't have a smell. The drum had three of our senses. You hear it, you see it, don't taste it. You feel it with your hand, doesn't usually have a smell. A flower doesn't make a noise, but you see it, don't taste it. Sometimes my dog eats flowers. You can touch it to see what it feels like, and it always has a good smell. Good job. That was a fun page with our senses. And the next page is our numbers and groupings of our numbers. We said that if you have the same grouping, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you don't have to count that again. We know this is 5. Just start at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Circle in a line, makes the number 9, makes some nice number 9s. And when you go to the second example, we do not have to count that. We know it's 5. 5 and 5 more, count by 5s. 5, 10, that's why we're learning counting by 5s, counting by 10s, counting by 2s. And follow the dots and make the number 10. Put me on pause and come back for the last page. If it's too much to do this many pages, stop whenever you want. Do the pages that you have the most problem with. Do an easy page in between. This is what comes first, second, and third. The girl goes to the slide. There's a 1. She goes up the ladder. There's a 2. And she goes down the slide. There's a 3. Look at the next series of pictures. Looks like the boy is taking off on his bike. Looks like the boy is riding his bike. And it looks like the boy is coming to his bike. What would be the order? Put me on pause, fill it in. When you come back, I'll have the numbers. Did you have the same numbers Kathy did? I hope so. He's going to get his bike. There's his helmet in his hand. He grabs the bike from the bike holder. Off he goes. All right, looks like somebody's feeding ducks. Now it looks like they're leaving. They're not coming. Oh, here they're coming. I see their fronts. They're coming. Here they're leaving. All right, put me on pause. See if you agree with Kathy's answer. What do you think? They're coming to the ducks. They feed the ducks and off they go. Good job, pre-Ks, with Thursday's workbook.